Hello everyone, my name is Ray Lapalkin. Welcome to the Universal Peace Federation today. And today is part 3 of our program, Peace Starts With Me, our virtual rally that we held. And today we'll be seeing the two main speakers, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon and Bishop Noel Jones. But first I'd like to read you a little bit about the principles of peace that we adhere to at the Universal Peace Federation. Number 1, we are one human family created by God. The way to rise above the pursuit of self-interest is to recognize our common humanity, given to us by our Creator. Just as a parent can intercede in the disputes of children, the parental heart originating from the Creator can help us to resolve the differences that exist between nations, cultures, and religions. Number 2, the highest qualities of the human being are spiritual and moral in nature. Human beings long for truth, beauty, and goodness. Life's deepest meaning and purpose can be found through their pursuit. Each person has an eternal spirit that transcends physical life. Spiritual principles are to be practiced in this life so that we are prepared for the eternal world. Number 3, the family is a school of love and peace. In the family, the most basic personal and public virtues are learned. Understanding the family as a school of love helps us to recognize that family is the most essential institution. The foundation for a healthy family is a faithful, committed marriage. Number 4, living for the sake of others is the way to reconcile the divided human family. By practicing living for the sake of others, we become other-centered rather than self-centered. The essence of good character is true love expressed through unselfish actions. Number 5, peace comes through cooperation beyond the boundaries of ethnicity, religion, and nationality. Lasting peace cannot be achieved through political compromise alone, but requires addressing the root causes of conflict. Transcending racial, religious, and ethnic barriers is an imperative of our time. Faith can give people the power to forgive and the love to overcome even generations of hatred, resentment, and violence. So those are some principles that we follow in the Universal Peace Federation. And now I'd like to invite you to join us then. Please enjoy. This is the last episode, part 3 of our Peace Starts With Me rally. And we'll be featuring the two keynote speakers, co-founder Dr. Hak Jahan Moon and Bishop Noel Jones. So please enjoy.
Thank you. 그러나 오늘날 전 세계에서 벌어지고 있는 종교의 벽, 인종의 벽, 사상의 벽, 문화의 벽, 인간이 넘어야 할 많은 벽들이 존재하고 있습니다. 특히 코로나 사태로 인해서 전 세계 나라들이 국경 봉쇄, 모든 면에서 하나 될 수 없는 자국을 중심 삼은 일로 나아갈 때 인간의 노력과 힘으로는 더 이상 하나 될 수 없는 평화의 세계가 올 수 없다는 것을 보여주셨습니다. 창조주이신 창조주 하나님, 하늘 부모님을 모시는 운동을 해야 할 것입니다. 예수님은 십자가에 돌아가시며 다시 오마했습니다. 처음에는 갖은 핍박을 받으며 변치 않는 메시아를 기다리는 마음으로 버텨나왔습니다. 인간이 만들어 놓은 규제 하에 신앙하는 것보다는 자유롭게 하나님을 직접 모시는 신앙생활을 하고자 그들은 그리스도의 이름으로 세계로 나아갔습니다. 그러나 결과는 그리스도의 본질을 실천할 수 없었습니다. 성경 말씀에 네 이웃을 내 몸같이 사랑해라 했습니다. 그리하여 산업혁명을 통해서 노예 무역이 시작됐습니다. 그리스도의 이름으로는 상상할 수 없는 일입니다. 이러한 예수님의 본질을 모르는 기독교 문화권은 이제 더 이상 과거에 연연하지 말고 새로운 시대의 새 역사에 동참할 수 있는 기회를 찾아야 합니다. 타락한 인류에게 가장 필요한 분은 참 부모입니다. 자기를 돌보기보다는 위하여 사는 참 사랑으로 나라와 세계를 품을 수 있어야 합니다. 타락한 인류를 하늘 부모님의 자녀로 인도하는 이 축복이야말로 그렇게 6천년 이상 고대에 나오신 하늘 부모님의 꿈, 인류의 소원, 지상 천국을 기필코 우리의 손으로 만들어 봅시다. 우리가 가는 곳에는 희망뿐입니다. 그렇습니까? 감사합니다. 하늘이 축복한 이 나라가 책임을 다하는 미국이 되기를 다시 한번 축원합니다.
Oh my God. A. Curtis Farrow, my friend, my brother, you know how to lead a choir. The spirit of that choir brings every time is just totally mind-blowing, like literally mind-blowing, heart-cleaning. Oh, thank you so much. And to all of you who sang in the choir at any one of our rallies, I love you. We love you. We are so grateful for helping us, for lifting us to receive the Holy Spirit. Wow. Total praise, people. Total praise. I'd like to just, can we play that again? I'd like to just listen to that again and again. That's so beautiful. Thank you. So next, we will have a brief message from attorney Ben Crump. As an attorney and a civil rights activist, Mr. Crump is totally committed to righting wrongs and trying to bring justice to areas of injustice. Please welcome Mr. Ben Crump.
I'm attorney Ben Crump. I represent the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery. And as we pursue justice for them, we chant no justice, no peace, because we want to make sure these killers who killed them unnecessarily, unjustifiably, and senselessly are held accountable. In joining the Peace Starts With Us rally, I am reminding everybody of the words of Dr. Martin Luther King, who said, we all have a role to play in the struggle for justice. And so everybody needs to do their part, whether that is marching, whether that is protesting, whether that is signing petitions, or whether that is voting in these important elections that are coming up in November. Let's all go do our part to make a better world for all of our children. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Crump. Thank you for reminding us that we all have a role to play to make a better world. And for those of us who are attending this peace rally, I want to say thank you again. Your participation matters. We can make a difference when we find a way to pursue common values. And you can donate right now by texting Peacemaker to 33444. Mother of Peace also sent us a gift of thousands of these face masks to give away. That's right, these beautiful peace masks, these Peace Starts With Me masks to give away, especially to those in need, especially those in the Black communities who unfortunately, according to statistics, are 2 to 3 times more likely to be fatally impacted by COVID-19. And just moments ago today, our youth teams were out in Harlem, New York City, and Newark, New Jersey to hand out some of these masks to passersby. Let's roll tape, take a look.
Hi, my name is Anak Morris. I'm here with my team in downtown Newark, New Jersey. Would you like a free mask? We're handing out free Peace Starts With Me masks. And it's a good message, and people need the mask during this time. Free. And we also have another team in downtown Harlem, New York.
We are promoting the message for the reconciliation for the old people. We like to give a hope to young people, to the old people.
Thank you.
Everyone like this mask as well. Also, some people knew our founder, Reverend Samuel Moon, also Mrs. Moon.
Thanks. I agree.
Peace starts with me.
Please come with me, please.
Peace starts with me. Woo! We appreciate all the time and support we have from the community. And back to you.
Peace Starts With Me is responding to the COVID-19 pandemic by giving much-needed relief to the most vulnerable communities here in the U.S. Text Peacemaker to 33444 or donate at PeaceStartsWithMe.com. Help us help the community.
Thanks again, guys. All right, next for our keynote speaker. Next up is Bishop Noel Jones. For nearly 40 years, Bishop Noel Jones has challenged us through his messages. A theologian, a scholar who has been labeled eclectic, a maverick, and a preacher's preacher. He is known for thinking outside of the box, forcing us to think beyond traditional views of God and spirituality. He currently pastors the City of Refuge in Los Angeles with a membership of over 20,000, and they truly speak to the needs of people in all walks of life. Now, for those of you watching right now from City of Refuge, this is me to you. I miss you. I love you. I got to say, it's true what they say. When you walk into the City of Refuge, we feel that everyone belongs. That's so true. I love you guys. You know, guys, we are not interested in partial peace. We are interested in the whole enchilada. We're not interested in peace just for some select group. We are interested in universal peace. So let's get ready. Get ready to put your heart in God's hands right now as we hear a very powerful message so needed in this time from my dear friend, my dear brother, my bishop, Bishop Noel Jones.
To Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, the Mother of Peace, to the ACLC, the KCLC, and the WCLC, to all of their leaders, to every participant who is viewing from all over the world. 100 years ago, the God of the universe formed, created, and orchestrated the birth of the Reverend Sun Myung Moon, the founder of the Universal Peace Federation, and he also orchestrated the birth of Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, the Mother of Peace. The relationship between our universal God and the Mother of Peace, though manifested in time, was not limited to time, but rather was spawned in eternity. If we combine the omniscience of God with his eternalness, then Mother Moon was forever in the mind of the universal God, as and similar to all men and women called by the universal God to safeguard his creative possessions. His words to Jeremiah apply explicitly to Dr. Hak Jahan Moon and to all of us who are part of Peace Begins With Me. And here are the words of Jeremiah. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee to be a prophet to the nations. And that's Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. The universal God knew her and he knew us. He formed her and he formed us. He sanctified her and he sanctified us. He ordained her and he ordained us. If you just look at the grandiose size and the longevity of this vision of universal peace, you can only come to the conclusion that it was formed in the mind of the eternal God. Our God, who knows, forms, sanctifies, and ordains, and then he inserts Father and Mother Moon, and you and I, as peace begins with me, children, in not only our family line, but he puts us in the kingdom's spiritual ancestral line to challenge us in this most difficult and dark time in our world to bring universal peace to all mankind. Let us just reflect for a minute on Dr. Sun Myung Moon's writings, especially when he dealt with the life and mission of Jesus Christ. And here's what he says to this verse. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth on him should not perish but have everlasting life. Father Moon declares the most important part of this verse is the universal God loved the world. However, many Christians put the greatest emphasis on the second part of the verse, forgetting the most important thing, that God so loved the world. God did not just love the church or the individual so much that he sent his only begotten Son. It was because God loved the world. the universe so much. When we believe in Jesus, the world is very much in our minds, unquote. There is no doubt then in my mind that my relationship with the Mother of Peace, the Unification Church, the ACLC, the KCLC, and the WCLC, is no doubt in my mind that this was ordained by God. God hath prepared the legacy of Father Sun Myung Moon through the steadfast, untiring efforts of Dr. Hak Jahan Moon for such a time as this. The condition of the world seems to be deteriorating so exponentially in these recent years that it is the culmination of centuries of discord, hatred, and equality among men. The human race has drifted so far from the maxims and tenets of God that man cannot find his way back without a God-given peace movement. Mankind is too far adrift to put trust in traditional monuments of individual denominations or exclusive religious separatism. No longer can we stand on the sideline in the name of our organizations and applaud our historical or our past achievements. Yes, we left Sodom and Gomorrah, but like Lot's wife, we kept looking back until we became a pillar of salt, a monument. A monument that stands alone cannot get anything done and needs no network. A monument will not leave you behind. However, a movement will leave you behind. And if the power of peace begins with me, which is the common denominator, is not revealed to you as the operation of the divine plan for your life, when God says, follow peace with all men, the operation of our universal God then cannot be recognized. You can't figure it out. He has to reveal it. This has been the problem with man. Following our universal God's messengers, we strive to grasp with cognitive energies and intellectual prowess what only God can reveal. The will of our universal God is beyond our rationality. It is only received through revelation by faith. And what faith is telling us is somebody has to step up and begin the movement to bring peace in the world. Our power and one-worldness, as presented by the champion and protector of the legacy of Reverend Dr. Sun Myung Moon, the Mother of Peace, teaches, we believers and implementers of our universal God's will is to establish peace on earth, to establish peace in the world. She teaches and challenges us to insert ourselves into the generational lineage of hatred and division and reverse the curse to the benefit of our posterity. The Mother of Peace teaches that even though this global community's vision is born out of the rudiments of Christianity, Christianity is simply the religious tool the universal God is using to bring all of the interpretations of his divinity to sit at the same table for the salvation of one, our planet, the elimination of starvation, and to establish world peace. A peace begins with me table. That's the table we're setting. A peace begins with me table, where Buddhists and Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Christianity, and all the interpreters of the divine with world leaders and their representatives, where all of us can sit as an example of harmony with the mind to fulfill our God's desire for peace, economic development for all nations, and the restorative salvation of our planet. Therefore, in the spirit of Dr. Sun Myung Moon and Mother Moon and this great influence of this God-ordained protector, the Mother of Peace, let us peacefully embrace and examine our idiosyncratic concepts of the universal God. Let us peacefully embrace our spiritual freedom to share and listen in open dialogue to each other. Let us peacefully embrace our intense and vociferous desire for peace on the Earth Peninsula and the Korean Peninsula and around the world. Let us all use our ingenuity, our cognitive energy, our determination to find solutions together for our world's problem. Let us use our sagacity and wisdom, ripened by years of serving the universal God and his children in religious centers and government, to strengthen each other. Let us express our love for all mankind as we implement the solutions derived from Peace Begins With Me. Let the Peace Begins With Me movement use the sacrifice of time from our churches, our synagogues, our mosques, our temples, our seats of government to march energetically towards world peace. And we will not stop until we establish that peace begins with each one of us as individuals. We will not stop until we establish that peace begins with me and my mate. We will not stop until we establish that peace begins with me and my family. We will not stop until we establish that peace begins with me and my neighborhood. We will not stop until we establish that peace begins with me and my community. We will not stop until we establish that peace begins with me and my university. Until we establish peace begins with me and my ministry. We will not stop until we establish peace begins with me and my city and my state and my country. We will not stop until peace begins with me is established and everybody else that matters in the world understands it. We were born for this season. We were raised for this season. We have been anointed for this season. We have been preserved for this season. We will be honored by God for our work in this season. So let us go forth in the spirit of peace and love. God bless you, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, our Mother of Peace, and all our peace begins with me, brothers and sisters. Let's go forward. Peace begins with me.
Think of ways that you can create peace. Let that start today. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God as our Father. Brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in peace and harmony. If that's you, just wave at me and say, that's me. Let peace begin with me. Let this be my vow with to take each moment and live each moment. Every day create your peace to take each moment and live each moment. Live to the fullest of your peaceable ability to take this moment and live each moment in peace and harmony. Let there be peace on this earth. Will you just put your hand on yourself and say, I'm filled with peace? Oh, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me, with me. Let it begin with me. Love you, Mother Moon.
Wow. Huh. Thank you, Kim. I gotta say, I wish I could sing like an angel too, but I can't. I'm not anywhere near. Even in the shower, I wouldn't dare. Also, a big shout out to Bishop Jones for bringing such a powerful message. Whew. Guys, peace starts with us. So please help donate to our COVID relief fund so that we can spread the love even further. Just text Peacemaker to 33444 right now. Whew, brothers, sisters, this has been a great show. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you to all of the performers and the speakers. And if you'll permit me, I just got a couple final thoughts I'd like to share with you. You know, as we're coming together to build this world of peace, I got to remember that peace does not start outside of me in some government office or in some land far away, right? If we want to live in an environment that is peaceful, then we need to build it. We have to reconcile with God and reconcile with one another. And these are sensitive times. With regard to the relationship between races in America right now, let me offer this. First, I think we need to listen. We really need to listen right now. I mean, the animosity, the mistreatment, we know everybody's had enough. Like, enough is enough. In our original mind, in our original heart, we don't want to see hatred towards one another. We don't want to see the senseless and heartless taking of life. No man has the right to do that. And our Black brothers and sisters shouldn't have to walk around looking over their shoulder, wondering if they are next. You know, is it me? No one should have to feel that way. Now, I might think that it has nothing to do with me, maybe it's somebody else's problem, but that would just be ignorance. We got to listen. Let us listen. If I listen and allow myself to experience the reality of my brother, I can grow. You know, God made us that way. We construct all these walls around us to protect ourselves, but in reality, we are actually made to feel one another's pain, to feel even one another's joy. God made us that way because God's that way. So if I want to be a peacemaker, then my heart needs to change first. Only then can I begin to reconcile with my brother. That's what God is asking us to do. That's what the Mother of Peace is asking us to do. No parent wants to see their children suffer. So let us lift up our gaze and recognize that we are one family. You are my brother, you are my sister, and I don't want to see you in pain. Especially now, as far as our Black brothers and sisters in America are concerned. Well, first, you got to be careful when assessing a whole people in one swoop, whether Black, white, or otherwise. But if there's any doubt, then let me say this about my friends of African heritage. Wow. Wow. The creativity, the passion, the art, the music, the unparalleled achievements from sports and entertainment, entrepreneurship, leadership, preaching, public speaking, in every sector, care for the community, the heart, and most importantly, the love for God. God. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that love God, and I've been to a lot of churches, and there's a lot of churches praising the Lord. But I gotta say, guys, especially for my Black brothers and sisters, you know how to keep the Holy Spirit alive. And it's like you've been figuring this out and holding on to it since the very beginning. I love it. As a people, you have given so much to this country and the world. I love you and I respect you. And I am so proud to be counted as an American by your side. And now, even as we listen and as we grow, we have to lift our gaze even higher. Brothers and sisters, there is an evil force and an evil energy that exists, and it wants to see us divided. But we cannot find peace divided. Divided from God, divided from my spouse or my family or my community, or divided between races. God is not looking for the divided states of America. God needs us to come together for the sake of the world. We should be the nation that can help unite the Korean Peninsula and reconcile by first reconciling ourselves, don't you think? We shouldn't be listening to the voices that seek to gain from our fears. We have to listen to that inner voice, right? We have to be able to discern. Do I feel God in this? Do I feel that God is moving this somewhere new? Family, no peacemaker, no change maker throughout human history was ever carried on someone else's back. They all put themselves out there. If we want to see different, we got to be different, right? Just like Bishop Noel Jones just said, we left Sodom and Gomorrah. Wonderful. But if we keep looking back and we're going to turn to salt, God is always seeking to bring us somewhere new, somewhere new. That is why I'm inspired by Bishop Jones and the other great leaders who are working together as a part of the American Clergy Leadership Conference and the World Clergy Leadership Conference, coming together beyond their differences to work as one, to give God a common foothold, a common voice to work through. Even more, that is why I'm inspired by Father and Mother Moon, who have given their entire lives and continue to do so to bring about a world of peace, even at the cost of their own lives. If you're not sure what I mean, then you can find out more by reading this book for yourself. It is called The Mother of Peace, and God Shall Wipe Away All Tears from Their Eyes. This book is a life changer, family. It's a transformational story of a woman, the greatest woman leader and peacemaker of our time, of all time. You're going to want to read it. You know, this is directly from her. She says, "For the first time, I am opening up a window into my life. I do so with the hope that the story of this life, lived in accordance with God's love, will inspire others with the same mission, passion, devotion, and dream." And yes, it's available right now on Amazon, print, and Kindle. Family, we are on a roll. We are on a roll. This is a new movement, like Bishop Noel Jones just said. And no matter what the name, I am proud to be a part of it. We have to leave this senseless lineage of hatred and blame behind us. We're here to bring people together. We're coming together to solve real world problems. Real world problems. So sign up now at PeaceStartsWithMe.com to stay in touch. You can register for the Global Rally of Hope coming up 1 week from today. It's 9 p.m. Eastern. We're doing our best, but we need your help. Let us build a community together, a peaceful community, a united community, a community that is holy, Let us attend God as our heavenly parent together. That's what Jesus was living for. That's what Jesus had to die for. Why? Because God so loved the world. God really loves all of us, all of us. God loves all of us. So let's act like it, family. We can reconcile our past and continually learn from one another. Then we can definitely change this world into a peaceful world. Hey guys, here's another couple of t-shirts before I go. We're gonna make sure you get these. Here's the last final bonus one. Until next time, peace out, family.
Peace Starts With Me is responding to the COVID-19 pandemic by giving much-needed relief to the most vulnerable communities here in the U.S. Text Peacemaker to 33444 or donate at PeaceStartsWithMe.com. Help us help the community.
Here we go. Sold out. I am sold out. Mama. Everybody say, I'm sold out. I am sold out. Clap your hands, choir. Come on. Mama. Hey. Sold out. I am sold out. Oh. Come on. Everybody say, I'm sold out. I am sold out. Come on, clap your hands like this. Here we go. See yeah. My heart is fixed. My mind. No room, no vacancy. His spirit lives. That's the reason.
Well, I hope hope you enjoyed the rally. I hope you had a chance to watch all 3 parts. That would be great. What we'd like to do also, we have a lot of educational programs, and if you'd like to learn more about our peace movement that we started, Peace Starts With Me, again, we're bringing together all different cultures, races, religions, nationalities at this time. It's very imperative. Again, we can see the conflicts and turmoil in our country right now, and we really feel that we have the answers for reconciliation and peace at this time. So please get in touch with me. My contact information has been up on the screen. And the co-founders, I'd like to offer you, if you would like a complimentary copy of their autobiography. Dr. Reverend Sun Myung Moon and his wife, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, have written their memoirs. So please get in touch with me if you'd like a copy of that. And hope you enjoyed, and please get in touch with us. Thank you so much.